Assalamu alaikum everybody, welcome to another episode of Sheikh's Place with you by Chef Shakur. How's everybody doing? You okay? Now today I'm going to be making halal pesto pasta with some roasted chicken. Now a lot of you are thinking, pesto? I thought that was halal already. And a lot of cousins and bros are probably thinking, pesto was there? Do you mean Preston? Got some sick shisha up there, you know. But I've recently found out that pesto actually has parmesan, and I used to love parmesan before I found out it's haram. It's got animal in it, and in pesto they usually either put parmesan in or they put pecorino. Both of them are the same. But not to fear, I'm here. I've got a technique for you to make sure that you have a halal pesto with your pasta. So I have the perfect substitute, which is this. This is hard cheese. Now you can use it the exact same way as Parmesan cheese, and it is just as delicious. And this is the ingredient which is going to be substituted to make sure that our pesto is halal. So I'll go ahead. First of all, we're going to be making the chicken. So I'm going to be marinating that and then putting that in the oven. And then I'll go on to making our pesto and then putting everything together for you guys. So let's go. Okay guys, so I've got here some chicken breast, and what I'm going to do first, I'm going to cut some lines into each piece. So your chicken should look like that once it's all cut. Put that to one side. Now what we're going to do in a bowl, I'm going to put some olive oil in. And I've got some Italian herb seasoning here, which has pepper inside it, so you don't need to include any of the pepper. Like, you don't need to add pepper. Here we go with our Italian seasoning. Then we're going to add some salt. And finally, you want to squeeze some lemon juice in there. Give that a good mix. And that's a standard Italian seasoning for chicken. So here we go. The chicken should look like this at the end. Now is your time before you put it in the oven. If you feel like there's less herbs or less salt or less lemon, then by all means just add what you need. This for me is perfect. So I'm going to wrap this in foil, and I'm going to put it in the oven, and it's going to be in the oven for a full hour. So I've got the chicken cooking in the oven, and let's start this pesto, this halal pesto that we're going to be doing for you. Actually, just before I start, I've been getting a lot of messages recently about my beard. Apparently a lot of people are asking where do I get it done. The honest truth is, I'm not lying, I do it at home. Because it's like, what? No, seriously, I just get the Gillette and just get a nice trim and get it done myself. I've tried going to different barbers, but I've never got quite the result I wanted. So I just get it done myself. No big deal. So enough about the beard. Let's go. Let's do some cooking. So let's get this halal pesto done for you guys. So to make this halal pesto, we're going to be using a food processor. We're going to add 1 scoop of salt. That's about 1 tablespoon. 1 clove of garlic. There we go. Put that in there. And then we're going to be using pine nuts. So these pine nuts, I haven't roasted them. You can roast them if you want, but you don't need to. Now these give it that crunchy texture, but at the same time it gives it like this really nice creamy taste, which I think it really goes well with pesto. So we're going to put 15 grams of pine nuts in there. I'm going to close it up. So it should look like something like that right now. And then next we're going to add our basil in. And be careful. And big tip, the biggest tip I can give you here is do not wash the basil, because one, it loses its flavour, and two, it you don't want water inside the pesto really. Also, you don't want it, you just want to do it a couple of times and then stop it, and then do it a couple of times and then stop it, because you don't want the basil to heat, otherwise it will ruin the pesto. So it should look something like that. Just with a fork, I'm just going to make sure everything drops to the bottom there. Oh, just smell that, just with the garlic and the nuts and the basil together. I think basil smells incredible on its own anyway, but just smelling this, it smells amazing. Don't worry if you got a bit of lumpy bits at the minute. When it all comes together, it should be perfect. Okay, now we're gonna add 80 milliliters of olive oil. Now, the best advice for this is just to use regular olive oil. You can use extra virgin, but just make sure it's not too strong. But regular olive oil, perfect. Just add that in there. So again, that was 80 milliliters. There you go. It should look something like that. And because again we don't have the Parmesan cheese or the pecorino cheese, we're gonna add about 60 grams of our halal hard cheese that I told you about. Sprinkle that around. Oh, just smell that guy. Well, you can't smell that, I can smell it, but wow. Amazing. There you go, look at that. That is looking absolutely stunning. That is looking like a perfect pesto. You can add a squeeze of lemon juice just for freshness. You don't have to, but if you do want to, by all means you can do. And voila, we have perfect pesto, perfect halal pesto. Now this, guys, is perfect pesto. Now you can get some chia batter, or you can get you know, any type of bread you want, and you can dip it and eat it like that. If not, then by all means, we're cooking pasta, so I'm going to add it onto the pasta that we're going to make, and then make a recipe that way. So the best advice I could give you as a chef is, if you're going to feed yourselves, do it the best way, and always try and buy some fresh pasta. You can see over here. Now the best pasta is the one that you can make by yourself, and I am going to do a tutorial as to how to make fresh pasta soon. But for now, if you don't know how to do it, by all means go to your local supermarkets and get the fresh packets rather than the other ones do last longer, but if it's going in your own stomach, you might as well treat yourself to the best. So just recommend it, just get some fresh pasta for yourself. Okay, so let's get this boiled and then let's show you the end result. Okay guys, so that's my halal pesto pasta. Mix everything up. The chicken's been cooked in the oven. It's perfect. I just had some cherry tomatoes which I've lightly fried, and that's what it looks like at the end. Wow, was that incredible, guys. I just had a full meal with my family and everybody seems to love it. And if you guys enjoyed making the recipe as well, then please share it on my Instagram page. Again, I love seeing when you guys cook my recipes and share them with me. Also, again, comment below if you have any recipes that you'd like me to try, and then I'll see what I can do with them. But again, with this video itself, if you did like it, or again if you didn't like it, please still give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and if you haven't, then also remember, please subscribe. And until next time, Assalamu alaikum.